Back in verse 6, there's a phrase here that you will read over if you're not really, really careful, but it makes a huge difference. Daniel chapter 1, verse 6. Among those who were chosen were some from Judah: Daniel, Hananiah, Mishael, and Azariah. So what is that verse telling us? In addition to these 4 teenagers that we're talking about, there were others. There were others who were also taken hostage and lived in the Babylonian palace. There were others who were programmed to become Babylonians. And yet the only 4 that we read about are the ones who didn't compromise, who were defined from the inside out rather than from the outside in. Let me share with you a couple verses out of chapter 2. The king placed Daniel in a high position and lavished many gifts on him. He made him ruler over the entire province of Babylon and placed him in charge of all its wise men. What a promotion Daniel got in Babylon. Verse 49, moreover, at Daniel's request, the king appointed Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego administrators over the province of Babylon, while Daniel himself remained at the royal court. Okay, listen well to what I'm about to say. Different makes a difference. Different is what makes a difference. Of all of those people, all of those teenagers, all of those young people who were taken hostage and reprogrammed as Babylonians, we don't know any of them save these 4. You know why? Because these 4 were determined to be different. I'm not saying be weird. I'm not saying be way out there. No, I'm just saying don't be afraid to be the only one in the crowd who stands for what God says is right. Because it is different that makes a difference. See, we are light in a dark world. Christian, if we try to look as much like the world as we can, in other words, if we try to cover up or hide our light, we become like the world. We can no longer illuminate the world with the truth of the gospel that it's so desperate for. It is a tragic mistake for a Christian to try to look like the world, because we were saved to be different. These 4 teenagers did not yield to the pressures to define them from the outside in. No, they had a depth of character. They knew who they were, they knew whose they were, and they were determined not to compromise in spite of the consequences. And they said thanks, but no thanks to the inferior gods that their culture offered for them to worship. And they changed their world. Thank you for watching this video on First Redeemer's YouTube channel. If you enjoyed it, click like below and leave us a comment. And if you'd like more content like this, click subscribe and turn on your notifications. Thanks again for watching.